The Strongest Hero Who Loses to a Slime by Shigeru Itsuki. Part 5. The Fierce Warrior of Sanmas. Hello, Genzo? This time I'll explain where you are. Yeah, I'm in Sanmas. What territory is this? Sanmas is Imperial territory. The Empire is located at the left side of the continent. I think the territories of the Empire all have sand at the beginning of their names. And on the other side of the Empire, in the far east, is a country similar to Japan. The heavens of Autophale are connected to the heavens of Japan. There are many people who reincarnate from the heavens of Japan to Autophale, but most of them forget the memories of their previous lives. But some of them do remember, and they make things by recreating things that existed in Japan. The destinations of those who reincarnate from Japan are not limited to this Japanese-like country. There are those who reincarnate in the Empire as well. These people developed Uno and the railroad. On the other hand, the Japanese-like country made chess and hot springs. That's about it. So they reincarnated from Japan. That's interesting. When I find one, I'll be sure to say hello. And maybe we can share hot springs bath. Genzo was a happy-go-lucky guy. Sangha and Ulysses arrived safely in the city of Sanmas, and parted ways with the merchant. When they left, they gave the merchant 2 gold coins, thanking him for taking care of them for 6 days. The merchant cried a little, delighted. It's a normal thing to give someone a ride in your carriage. Still, Sangha wanted to express his gratitude in some way. Sangha and Ulysses decided to go to the central square of the city to look for an inn and a restaurant. There was a beautiful water fountain in the square. Children were drinking from the fountain.
This place is blessed with water. Would you like to take a sip?
Yes, let's. We're tired from the long trip, so why don't we take a sip of cool water? They scooped up water from the fountain and drank it. Huh! It's good!
Yeah, it's delicious water.
As they were resting, suddenly, kasplish! A girl plunged into the fountain. What do you think you're doing? It's a good wake-up call for a kid, isn't it? I keep telling you, you're no match for me.
Oh, shut up. Today, we're going to settle this.
The girl held up her axe. Across the way, the man who threw the girl into the fountain raised a spear. Will this be your 15th duel since you arrived here? I have 7 wins, 6 draws, and lost 1. Will I win again this time?
That's the end of your insolence. I'll cut you down with my axe.
Oh, come then. The children around the fountain said, Again? And hurried away. The only people in the square were Sangha, Ulysses, the girl, and the man. Just then, the girl quickly slashed at him with her axe. The man parried with his spear with an invigorated expression. Is that all you've got?
Shut up! I am just getting started.
The sword fight, or battle between the two, started heating up.
Whoa, they're so fast I can't see.
Sanga's superhuman eyes could see it clearly. Clank! Ka-ching! The axe and the spear collided. A trio of spear blows were unleashed. The girl ducked down to avoid them. Then, as a counterattack, she kicked the ground hard and lunged toward the man. Sangha was thinking, we don't need to be watching this fight, do we? Should I take Ulysses and get out of the square to find an inn and a place to eat? If we go to the inn, it would be the first bed we've had in a long time. If we go to the restaurant, it would be my first meal in a long time. While he was thinking about this, the man, who had the girl in his pocket, counterattacked with a kick and blew her into Sangha. Boom! Swoosh! Sangha, who had been caught off guard, played a role in absorbing the girl's impact, and they both fell safely into the fountain.
It's water again.
I'm getting wet!
It's been a while since I felt this way.
Hey, you with the red hair! I got wet too! What are you doing? And aren't you being a little merciless with a woman?
Sorry, kiddo, but it's your fault for standing there carelessly. The woman is half dwarf, half elf, and is stronger than the average. I don't have any reason to go easy on her. Anyway, that's 7 wins, 7 draws, and 1 loss for me. Kiddo, let me buy you a meal to apologize for getting you wet. Why don't you come with us to the White Dragon Pavilion? White Dragon Pavilion? Yeah, it's an inn and a restaurant in this town. We're staying there and it's pretty good.
All right, we're in. Let's go. Oh, you don't mind, do you, Ulysses?
Yeah.
The 4 of them gathered in front of the fountain. I'm late to introduce myself. I'm Leto Zeke Curvin, Spearman. Nice to meet you. You can call me Leto, or Zeke, or whatever you like. This came from the man with short red hair and dressed in black light armor.
My name's Terora Arnis. Nice to meet you.
The supposedly half-dwarf, half-elf girl introduced herself. Looking closely, one could see that her ears were a bit long. She also had pink hair.
Nice to meet you. I'm Sangha.
I'm Ulysses.
The 4 started walking towards the White Dragon Pavilion. After walking through the door of the White Dragon Pavilion, the 4 entered the main floor. There were serving tables and dining tables lined up and crowded with a large number of people. Zeke ordered his meal at the counter, and the 4 of them were guided to the table at the far left. Ah, that's right. If you're traveling, you'd better get a hotel as soon as possible. That's a good point. Thanks. I'll be back in a bit. Ulysses, you can go ahead and eat first when the food comes.
Okay.
Sangha ran to the counter and tried to make the reservation. I apologize, but there's only 1 room left for today. There's only 1 room left? As expected, I can't share a room with Ulysses. I have Kayako, and I don't think she's going to like that. I'll go ask about it. Sorry, I'll be right back. With that, Sangha left the counter and went back to Zeke and the others. There's only 1 room left. What should we do? Zeke answered Sangha's question. Why don't you come to our rooms? Ulysses in Torora's room, and Sangha in mine. How about that? That would make the fee smaller too. That's a good idea. What do you think, Ulysses?
I'm fine with it. Thank you for having us.
That settles it then.
Yippee! There'll be another girl in my room. This'll be fun.
The troubles of the night ahead disappeared, making it easier to eat. I did it. Sangha loved to eat. So, if you have dwarf blood, doesn't that mean you should have a beard? Or armpit hair?
I already told you I can't grow a beard. How many times do I have to say it? And armpits is sexual harassment. Zeke, you stupid. Stupid.
Whew. Torora threw bones left over from her meat at Zeke. Zeke bounced them away with his hand without a second thought. One of the bones hit Sangha in the temple, who was sitting next to him. Irritating. No? Patience? Patience? It's not mature to get worked up over something like this. Zeke asked Ulysses, So, where did you guys come from?
We're from Tromer, in the southwest, where the Witch of 6 o'clock Vulper lives in the nearby forest.
Really? The 6 o'clock witch? But I've never heard of Tromer. Is it in this country?
It's like the countryside of the countryside, not near other large towns.
Oh, I see. I'm from St. Clair. Torora here is from Sanas. Now I miss my own town. When I was little, I used to climb the mountains to train. Wow, so that strength comes from climbing mountains? Sangha was impressed. Torora chimed in.
When I first met him, I was suspicious. He had red hair, black light armor, and a green spear. I wondered where he had come from.
Huh? It doesn't matter where you came from. And wouldn't you be a little odd, too? You've got a tiny figure, and yet you're carrying an axe.
You You want to go again?
Hey now, Torora, calm down. Why do I have to be the coolant? Sangha groaned. And so, the time passed. The men's room. Sangha and Zeke talked. Zeke, I think that battle earlier today was great. You moved fast. You can speak more casually with me, but thanks. I've been doing it a long time. Zeke, how old were you when you started practicing fighting? Since I was 7. I'm 27 now, so I've been practicing for 20 years. 20 years? That's great. Are you planning on becoming world famous? That's right. We're aiming for the top. There's going to be a martial arts tournament in the Imperial territory of San Maria soon. Me and Aurora are planning to participate in it. A martial arts tournament? That sounds interesting. Even if God doesn't request me to participate, I'd like to. God's request? What's that? To cure a witch and complete a stone monument with God's proverbs on it. Wow. Sounds like a lot of work. It is a lot of work, but that's what I'm here for. You're a man. Yeah, sure. I'm a man. Zeke, do you have a mission? A mission? I don't have a mission, but I do have a dream. To be the best in the world. Whew. I'm starting to get tired. Let's go to sleep. Alright. A dream. To be the best in the world. The boys turned off the lights in the room and slept on one bed. As expected, it's a small bed for 2 guys. Oh, you get used to it. It's better than staying out in the open. The night was drawing to a close. The women's room. Ulysses and Torora were having their own conversation.
I like you, Ulysses. You have such good breasts. Nothing like mine. I'm flat. It's sad. I'm sure you'll be fine. They say your body will grow until you're 24. How old are you now, Torora? I'm 18. Oh, well, I thought you were about 10, but I'm sure you'll be fine. You still have 6 years to go. I don't need your reassurance. Ugh, I'll be flat all my life anyway. Won't you grow if you find someone you like? Is that how it works? Oh, by the way, Ulysses, do you like Sangha? What? Oh, no. I don't know. But I don't hate him. Sangha, he's a good man. I see.
Torora was a girl who spoke in a tone that made it hard to tell whether she was a young girl or an old woman.
Unfortunately, there was only one bed. Well, as a woman, there's nothing to worry about. Let's sleep together. Yes, I'm sorry if I move in my sleep. Don't worry. I'm sure I'm a worse sleeper than you.
The girls slept together too. And the night went on. Hello, it's God. I am speaking directly to your heart. Can you hear me, Genzo? Oh, I was just about to go to sleep. What's this? I found out 3 locations of the stone fragments of Spinherialdite. It seems that one of the witches found them for me. The 3 o'clock witch, the 9 o'clock witch, and the 12 o'clock witch seem to have them. I think the easiest one to go to is the 9 o'clock witch, as she's in the city of San Maria nearby. The 3 o'clock witch is Amira, who needs a cure. The 9 o'clock witch is called Adomia. I'll leave it to you, Genzo, to decide which one to go to first. I see. Got it. Good night. Good night.
Thank you for listening. Please support us on Patreon.